tech world is buzzing as security leaders scramble to address the reported Claude Mythos breach involving Anthropic. This incident has raised major alarms about the security of adversarial AI models and the critical need for better access controls. We are breaking down what this means for the future of your data security and why this could be the biggest wake-up call yet for the industry. Stick around to hear why experts say this is far from an isolated event.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the PopSockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Travel back in time to 1976 as the Museum of Sonoma County resurrects the magic of running fence. This iconic project by legendary artists Christo and Jeanne-Claude once snaked across miles of California hillsides and forever changed the local landscape. We are diving deep into the blueprints and personal stories that made this massive installation a reality 50 years later. You will not want to miss these never-before-seen insights into one of the most ambitious artworks in history. StubHub is completely changing the game by integrating its live marketplace directly into the Anthropic Claude AI assistant. No more clunky search filters. Now you can just talk your way into front-row seats for your favorite shows. This aggressive move makes StubHub the first major platform to live inside the AI assistants, where you actually spend your time. We are explaining how this new discovery tool is going to impact your next concert or sports event planning. Figma is facing a massive shakeup as its stock price tumbles following the launch of Anthropic's new Claude Design tool. Investors are worried that this AI powerhouse could threaten Figma's dominance in the professional design market. We are analyzing if this is a permanent shift in the industry or just another temporary market reaction. Make sure you are in the know by hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel, and ringing the bell for all our latest updates. Imagine handing a super intelligent AI the keys to every digital lock in the world, and then accidentally leaving those keys under the welcome mat. That is essentially what the security community is debating right now following the reported breach of Anthropic's Mythos model. This wasn't some cinematic, high-stakes hack involving lines of green code scrolling down a screen. It was a simple, old-school failure of human access control. A contractor, a predictable URL pattern, and a lucky guess were all it took to crack the gate. But the real story isn't just about how it happened. It's about what it means for the future of warfare in the digital age. Think about it. Mythos is an adversarial model designed to find software vulnerabilities. In the right hands, it's a security goldmine. In the wrong hands, it's a skeleton key for cybercriminals. If threat actors gain access to this kind of power before the defenders do, the playing field doesn't just tilt, it vanishes. We are looking at a race where the speed of vulnerability discovery is now moving at machine pace, leaving traditional perimeter security completely obsolete. As one security expert put it, access control is a policy, not an architecture. And policies, as we've seen, are destined to fail the moment a human factor gets involved. So, where does this leave your organization? If you are still relying on a keep-them-out mentality, you are already losing. This breach proves that attackers are going to exploit the ecosystem, not just the infrastructure. We need to shift toward deception technology and autonomous containment, basically, making your network so hostile that when an intruder wanders in, their every move screams for attention. This incident is a wake-up call that AI adoption without robust security is a ticking time bomb. The window between a vulnerability being discovered and being exploited is closing faster than ever. Are we ready for that reality, or are we just hoping to be the ones who aren't targeted next? If you found this breakdown valuable, smash that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the shifting landscape of cybersecurity. We're in a new era where we must assume breach to survive. Stay vigilant, stay skeptical, and keep your defenses moving at machine speed. What do you think? Is AI a security tool or our biggest liability? Let me know in the comments below. Imagine a shimmering white curtain, nearly 25 miles long, snaking its way across the rugged hills of Northern California before plunging dramatically into the Pacific Ocean. It sounds like a dream, but in the fall of 1976, it was a very real, very bold masterpiece of public art. Today, we're looking back at Christo and Jeanne-Claude's legendary running fence, a project that was just as much about the bureaucratic grit it took to build it as the breathtaking beauty of the fabric itself. Now, 50 years later, the Museum of Sonoma County is opening a time capsule of sorts. Their new exhibition pulls back the curtain on how this massive installation actually came to life, featuring original blueprints, steel poles, and rare photography. But to really get it, you have to appreciate the sheer scale of the operation. We are talking about 240,000 square yards of nylon, 90 miles of steel cable, and thousands of anchors. What's truly fascinating isn't just the engineering, it's the human element. How did a couple of avant-garde European artists win over a group of conservative, salt-of-the-earth ranchers? By spending 4 years building genuine trust. They turned endless town halls and government hearings into their medium, proving that in art, sometimes the process is the point. At a time when art is often stuck behind velvet ropes in climate-controlled rooms, Running Fence stood for something bigger. It was a commentary on property rights, the democratic process, and the raw power of individual expression. They even defied the California Coastal Commission, letting the fence march right into the sea without official permission. That's not just art, that's rebellion. Funding it all themselves by selling preparatory sketches, they poured over $11 million in today's currency into this vision, effectively transforming the cultural identity of Sonoma County in the process. It's a reminder that art shouldn't just be observed, it should be felt. If you find yourself in Northern California, head over to the Museum of Sonoma County this summer to see the exhibition. And if you're near Valley Ford, keep an eye out for the single steel pole still standing as a silent sentinel of history. Are we losing the ability to pull off this kind of audacious, collaborative art in today's age of red tape? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the art world's most incredible stories. Ever felt like finding the perfect concert ticket is more of a headache than the event itself? Well, StubHub is betting that your next big night out won't start on their app or website, but inside a conversation with an AI. They just announced a major integration with Anthropic's Claude, effectively turning your chatbot into a personal concert concierge. This isn't just a minor update. It is a calculated move to become the invisible layer beneath everything you search for. Think about it. Instead of wrestling with clunky filters and endless drop-down menus, you can just ask Claude, "What's playing in New York this Friday for under $100?" and get real-time seat availability and pricing right in the chat. It is the ultimate evolution of convenience. StubHub is already leaning hard into this, having launched a similar integration for ChatGPT, making them the only major player currently woven into multiple AI assistants. It's a genius strategic play. They aren't waiting for you to come to them. They are embedding themselves where you are already hanging out. By capturing the discovery phase of the buyer's journey, they are making traditional search engines look like relics of the past. When you finally find the tickets you want, Claude simply hands you off to StubHub to secure the purchase, ensuring the transition is smooth and that their Fan Protect guarantee still covers your back. This shift marks a massive change in the ticketing landscape. We are moving away from manual browsing and toward a world of intent-based, conversational shopping. The big question now is, will other platforms follow suit or get left in the digital dust? I want to hear from you. Would you trust an AI to pick your concert seats, or do you prefer the old-school control of manual browsing? Drop a comment below with your thoughts, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into how AI is quietly rewriting the rules of the tech world. In the end, the smartest tools are the ones that save us time, and it looks like the future of live events is just a prompt away. Is the design world's golden child losing its luster, or is this just another classic market overreaction? Figma just took a sharp 9% dive, closing at $17.51 after Anthropic pulled the curtain back on their new AI-powered design tool, Claude Design. Now, before you start writing Figma's obituary, let's look at what's actually happening under the hood. Trading volume was suspiciously thin, down 73% from the average, which tells us this sell-off might be more about jittery nerves than a total exodus. Anthropic's Claude Design is clearly positioning itself as a challenger to the titans like Figma and Adobe. But there is a major nuance here. Claude is currently the darling of the hobbyist crowd. Meanwhile, 95% of the Fortune 500 still rely on Figma. Professional workflows aren't replaced overnight, and that enterprise loyalty is a serious moat. Yet the optics are brutal. Since its massive IPO in 2025, the stock has shed nearly 80% of its value. Digging into the numbers, we see a paradox. Figma's revenue is growing at an impressive 40% year-over-year, and they boast a robust 82% gross margin. But profitability, that is where the red flags appear. With negative net margins and significant insider selling, including over 1 million shares dumped by executives recently, investors are clearly worried about the burn rate. Analysts are split down the middle with a hold consensus, yet their price targets suggest a massive upside from these current levels. Is this a value trap or a deep discount buying opportunity? If you want to stay ahead of these market shifts, you need a strategy, not just a hunch. We've just updated our top stock picks for April, focusing on companies with genuine momentum. Use code SPECIAL50 at Knockout Stocks to get 50% off and unlock the full list. In a market this volatile, information isn't just power, it's your best defense. So, do you think Figma is finally becoming a bargain, or is the AI revolution moving too fast for them to keep up?